Two things happened on Wednesday that resulted in me getting slapped with the fickle hand of fate. I joked to a friend that I needed to lose at least 5 pounds, and I ate a sub from Subway. The food poisoning kicked in Thursday early afternoon. I was wrestling with a head cold that was on its way out, but I hadn't eaten much except that tainted chicken bacon ranch sub with onions, cucumbers, tomatoes, and extra E. coli. I lay down in bed at 4:30 after drinking another bottle of water, which made my fourth or fifth of the day. It was 52 degrees out, but I bundled under my down comforter like it was sub-zero temperatures. Between the shivers, I heard my stomach start to gurgle. The gurgle became a roar, and I ran for the bathroom where my body opened up and did ungodly things. Gentle note, I'm a naked pooper, so I sat there shivering and freezing, and then my legs would lock, and I'd go slightly cross-eyed as my bowels demonstrated their hatred for me. After 10 minutes, or 2 hours, who knows, and 30 courtesy flushes later, I returned to bed and tried to sleep. We all know that there was no sleep to be found, though, just more gurgling and another naked sprint for the throne room. I feel like if that had been everything, I would have been fine, but no, my body had so much more in store for me. The 6th or 7th time I returned to the bathroom that night, things got dire. As I was sitting straight-legged on the toilet, holding onto the seat with both hands as my body tried to eject me into space from the sheer force of my explosive bowels, I started to burp. "Mommy," I cried, before turning around and vomiting like a cartoon character. I saw my Subway. I saw the toast I'd eaten. I saw God, and she patted me on the head and whispered a gentle, "You're not done yet." And she was right, because with every heave, my butthole protested, telling me it had something to say. So I swallowed my gorge, sat back down again, and evacuated my bowels with the force of a fire hose. Whatever was still in my body wanted out, and one exit wasn't enough. With a second or two of warning, I knew I was going to have to throw up again, but my downstairs was still throwing a party. So I leaned forward as far as I could and just hoped I'd make the bathtub. What an image this must have been. Naked, crouched like Gollum over the toilet, cascading ass water into the toilet while projectile vomiting directly into the bathtub 3 feet away. As my butt would relax, I'd lean further forward, and as my gorge calmed down, I'd sit back down. It was like that for what felt like an eternity, just shitting and puking and crying for my mom, and then doing it all over again. At one point, I contemplated going outside and just expelling my guts in the Vermont woods, but I knew someone would mistake me for a bear and shoot me. And then it was over. I tentatively cleaned up, went back to bed, and now I'm laying here terrified of eating or drinking anything. I feel like I went 10 rounds with an industrial enema used for horses, and it won. Happy Friday, everyone.